Hi everyone, in this video we'll be learning how to easily learn math because for many students mathematics is the most difficult subject, right? Okay. The first thing is stay focused and attentive. When a teacher is teaching in a class, just focus yourself and be attentive what exactly she is teaching and what content. That will be the first point. Second point, understand the concept first. Don't mug up anything or don't by heart. Only thing is understanding the concept. So when it comes to mathematics, practicing is the most required thing. So keep practicing and solving more and more number of problems and as many times possible. Then, while solving, always check for mistakes and error because if you make a mistake in the second step and the next step onwards, whatever you do, it will be a mistake itself. So always check for mistakes and errors and try to correct them. Next thing, share your knowledge. If you understand the concept and if you're very good in that, always share your knowledge and teach your classmates. Again, it is again a practice for you again. Next thing is study in a place conducive to learning. So don't study in a group or crowd or whatever. Study in a place whichever is suitable for environment. By switching on TV or playing some music, if you study, it is of no use. So study in a place which is suitable for learning. Now, where mathematics is used in our daily life, isn't it? Mathematics is also used in our daily life activities like cooking, sports, finding distance and length, navigation, banking and shopping, gardening, architecture, and many more. So when we look into cooking, so here the concept what we use is the ratio and proportion. Suppose when you make coffee, tea, milk, the quantity we require by knowing the knowledge of ratio and proportion. Right? We need to know the ratio of taking the milk, adding sugar or adding water. Next thing, cooking food or like breakfast, lunch, dinner needs clear knowledge of proportion for preparation to have a good taste. Or it can be sometimes it can be more salt, it can be sometimes more chili. So to avoid that, we need to have a knowledge of ratio and proportion here. Then, while cooking a recipe, we need to have a check on the amount of ingredient and correct measure unless our recipe will result in a blunder. Then, when we move on to sports, the mathematical concept can be applied when one wants to know about comment about the game. When we toss in game, probability is used as there is an equal chance of getting head or tail. That is one common thing what we observe. And referees and coaches make calls which are based on time. We can compare failure and success rate by collecting data of all the past game played. This can only be done using some aspects of maths. To make the field of correct measure, we need good knowledge of mensuration. Now when it comes into finding distance and length, so mathematical concepts are used to find or calculate. That is in finding the height of the towers, mountains and tides in oceans, distance of the shore from a point in the sea and between celestial bodies, structural load, roof slopes, ground surfaces, and many other aspects, including sun shading and light angle. So, all these areas we make use of mathematics to find the distance and the length. Then, when it comes to navigation, so in this, when it comes to navigation, we actually make use of coordinate geometry. And this concept is widely used while working with graphic designing software. We often use it to navigate a city or to locate objects in a grid. When geocaching, we use latitude and longitude. Astronomers and amateurs use sky coordinates to locate objects of interest. When it comes to banking and shopping, so we usually visit supermarkets to buy items. Purchasing decisions require some understanding of budgets and the cost. You can't spend how much ever it is possible, right? How much ever it is possible, you can spend not more than that. And you need an idea of transaction of money, stocks and bonds, and also the EMI you pay monthly, and the loans, the interest paid on loan, interest paid by the bank, etc. So all this again requires mathematics knowledge. When it comes to gardening again, a simple thing, but again you need some mathematical knowledge here again. So here we make use of a concept called mensuration. Even doing something as mundane as gardening requires a basic math skill. If we need to plant or sow new seeds or seedlings, you need to make a row or count them out or even make holes. So they all these three requires mathematical concept. Then measuring skills is always needed and calculations of the essence when doing something new in the garden. Then when it comes to architecture, so here we make use of practical knowledge of mensuration, geometry and symmetry. A water tower and many other structures include many solid shapes whose volume can be calculated through geometry. Symmetrical and geometrical concepts have been applied in the construction of some famous monuments such as Taj Mahal or Eiffel Tower, etc. Areas of differently sized and shaped land can be found through the application of area formulas. Then the Pythagoras theorem is used to measure of a size of painting a building or finding the shortest route to a particular location. So all these are the applications of maths in our day-to-day life. With our knowledge or without knowledge, we are using mathematics in day-to-day life. Thank you.